This is the most tense border in the world, a place where conflict once erupted and could again. Not too long ago, North Korea heightened tensions, right where North and South Korea are separated, the DMZ. It all started with the Korean War back in 1950, when the country was split into two. Families were divided, and some haven't seen each other since. Though the fighting stopped in 1953, the war technically never ended, and the tension still lingers today. So they created a buffer zone where no military is allowed, and just across the fence is one of the most isolated countries in the world. So we're spending the day on the edge of North Korea. We're going to be doing river cruise. As you can see along the border, we're going to be exploring underground tunnels and things that most people never get to see in their lives. Here we go. Right across the way here, while we going along the river, is North Korea. It's a few hundred meters from where we currently are, is what our guide told us. We could probably swim there at this point, which is quite insane. But it's such a contrast. You have North Korea just a few hundred meters from us, and yet it's so peaceful and calm along the river. Beautiful day, quiet water. It's basically the river that separates two different worlds, completely different worlds, and we have no idea what the other world is like. So it's quite interesting, and it's a good way to start our DMZ trip, and it's not what we expected, right?
Yeah, not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
That is us done with the river cruise along the Imjin River. We are now going to be off to the DMZ. Okay, we are now at the Peace Park, right? Very emotional park, and we're going to learn more about the history of the Korean War and the impacts it had on South and North Korea. So we are currently in the DMZ zone, right?
Yes, in the DMZ.
And North and South Korea soldiers are both 2 kilometers away from each other. And that kind of keeps the peace between the two countries. But as our guide's saying, reunification isn't really on the books right now, because there's quite a lot of tensions, and especially this past year there was a lot of strife between South and North Korea, and they believe that it was allegedly because of the South Korean president who was just impeached because of bribery and all these other kinds of unlawful things that he did. And then the final straw was when he declared an illegal martial law in the country, and that was the end of his tenure.
Yes.
A lot of people during Chuseok come here and go to the memorials and bow, because it's just a remembrance for their lost family, that they have no idea who is
who or where they are
in North Korea. Yeah, apparently North Korea doesn't keep any records of family, so it's quite difficult for South Koreans to find family members in North Korea, right?
The meeting place for the Mr. Trump and the Kim Jong-un, but here is the only place North and the South Korea soldier can face each other without fences. And in the middle, the red line, that's the MDL, military demarcation line, our actual border.
When it's Chuseok or New Year's, the families that lost their family members, they all come together here and put food down and bow.
Oh, really?
Yes, as if they're spending time together with each other.
We are looking for North Korean money. Let's see if we can find it. Apparently our guide said that we can order some money from them or buy some money from them and it's a bit cheaper. But we're gonna go have a look now and see if we can get some North Korean money. It's not finding North Korea.
Yes.
It's just
Souvenir.
a souvenir. Yeah, it will be a cool
Yes, as a souvenir.
souvenir and reminder for our time being so close to a unknown country that's cut off from the rest of the world. Literally nobody knows the truth about it, which is quite unreal. To think that we're so close to it, yet
Yeah.
so far. There we go. This is cool. See the magnets. Little North Korean soldier. Hello, wow, very cool.
North Korea, South Korea.
North Korea, DMZ.
DMZ.
Do you have money?
Money 여기.
Money there? Okay.
Money.
Money, okay, we're gonna go look there. You don't want a North Korean soldier? Or a cool hat? Army hats, South Korean army hats. We're gonna go there, we're gonna look money. Money. Yes.
Very curly.
Aha, we found it. Wow, there's a whole money pack here. Look at this. You got Kim Il-sung, who is the founder of the North Korean Democratic Republic of North Korea. North Korean soldiers. I think that's his father. Who's that? No idea. 안녕하세요. Oh wow. What do we have here? Kim Il-sung. We've got
She doesn't like it.
Kim Il-sung. Kim Il-sung.
How cool is
Sorry,
that?
real money? Real? Real.
Ito kasi print eh.
I'm not too sure. Does that look real? We're not sure if it's cut on the side or not. We're not too sure if we should buy here, if it's real or not, or if we should buy from our guide, because maybe it could be more real, right? Because their reputation is on the line. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go buy from the guide and not from here. But Lizelle's looking at getting the pin. Those are cute.
DMZ one.
Very cute.
And
South Korea.
ooh,
You're
where's
gonna
the
get
camera?
both. Okay, we're about to go eat some lunch. Just a quick stop off. So this is like no man's land. Nobody's allowed to cross here, except there are gondolas that go across. So yeah, you can do that. That is part of another tour.
Yes.
But our tour included the boat
right?
along the Imjin River, which is really cool. But can you believe across from there, right there, is North Korea? It's unbelievable. I still can't get over it, eh?
Yeah.
Just so interesting. This is the closest we've ever been to some kind of war
Yeah.
or division between countries.
I think I don't know. It's kind of unreal.
Yeah.
Or I didn't know what to expect, but this is very interesting to learn.
So
about.
interesting, yeah. So we're gonna go grab some brunch or lunch, and then we're gonna be on our way to the Dora Observatory, where we're going to see North Korea and a town, or like a propaganda town, which is gonna be super interesting. Apparently, because of tensions, you cannot take too many photos or videos, but we're gonna try our best to
Sneak a pic.
do something so that you guys can see North Korea and what it looks like. We're gonna cross the checkpoint now. South Korean soldiers are gonna enter onto the bus, and we need to show our passports. And they need to double check that it matches our name with our passport. We're not allowed to film the soldiers or the checkpoint, so we'll try our best, but probably not.
You can go to jail.
Yeah, but the next thing, as soon as we go through, then we're officially in the DMZ, which is really cool, eh? Yeah, exciting. Let's hopefully we get through. Our passports are all good.
Family member in the civilian control zone, we have to take the tour.
So down.
for the residents is set by the South Korean military. Soon on the right side, you can also find the time, 4:50 to 8:10. But during the winter times, we move the original southern limited line. So now we
There you
cross
go.
the blue line, and this you're in the demilitarized zone.
We are now officially in the DMZ, UN occupied territory. Anything could go down. Technically, South Korea and North Korea are still at war. It's not peace. It's just a paused war. So still dangerous, very, very dangerous. It's actually the most heavily militarized zone in the world, militarized border in the entire world, which is quite insane. Most militarized zone in the entire world. So loads of soldiers, but we only get to see a small part of it. The footage and images you are about to see are of North Korea. The observatory deck used to be one of the best spots to look into North Korea, but it's now closed due to the rising tensions and security concerns. In the 80s, South Korea raised a huge flagpole near the DMZ, and North Korea fired back by building an even taller one at 160 meters. So this is referred to as the Flagpole War. Right, so just over there, right in front of me, is Kiljong-dong, which is also known as the propaganda village. It's kind of crazy. We're not allowed to video it because of the tensions right now in North and South Korea. So it's not allowed. It's really difficult not to do it. But since we're living in South Korea, probably the smartest thing is to not mess with that and mess with the law. We've just seen North Korea from the Dora Observatory. What are your first impressions? What do you think? Was it like how you thought it would be?
I don't know. Yes, I think so, because when I looked through the binoculars, there was like not much going on.
Yeah.
So I thought it would be like that.
It's like, it kind of reminds me like the movie The Interview. Do you ever watch that movie?
The Interview?
Yeah. The Interview, that's one for you guys. You should go watch that. That's very funny. But it kind of reminds me of The Interview, where there's like this facade of what North Korea wants the world to see them as, but then what they actually are. So it's like a plastic propaganda village to give the impression that they are prosperous and that they're doing well, but it still gives us no clue of actually what it is like there. So it's quite interesting. A lot more peaceful and calm though. It's kind of a calm vibe, although there is a lot of like cameras and people saying like no pictures, no videos, legal action will be taken, yeah, that kind of thing.
Scary.
Yeah. But otherwise, super chilled actually.
Yeah.
Alright, I have a hat on now. It's a bit hot, too windy. I'm not sure if you can pick up in the background, but the South Korean border inside is blasting music. I thought it was just a rumor, but they're blasting music and K-pop and whatever over to North Korea as a form of propaganda. So that's quite interesting. I actually thought it was a rumor. I didn't realize it was real. See if you can hear it. Yeah. Ooh, that looks
Wow, this is a cool one.
good. Yeah, that looks way more legit.
This is legit. Let's try.
We got our North Korean money.
Yeah, this one. And ooh, at the back.
So we got your Kim Il-sung. Right. 5,000 won.
The highest money.
The highest. This is the highest currency in North Korea, which is awesome. Look, 5,000 Kim Il-sung, the founder of the dictatorship of North Korea, and at the back, that's what it looks like. Wow, that is cool. And then Zao has
The cheap one.
the cheaper one, which is 200 won.
we literally have North Korean money.
Yay.
Cool as that.
That's cool. Yes, I'm very
So
happy
cool.
about this one.
Wow. I think this is more legit than the one at the market.
100%.
The one at the market seemed like it was paper
Cut, yeah.
or it was cut. This is legit. Look at that. It's awesome.
They said here you shouldn't fold the money in half because you can go to jail because that
Yeah.
will cause a crease on the face.
Yeah.
But don't forget there's a 7 meter below the surface, so we cannot find the sunlight. There's the artificial light, electricity, and the inside the tunnel is very humid. There's water inside. So
We are now at the third tunnel.
So through the window you can find
The third tunnel was discovered in the 1970s and is just one of at least 4 tunnels found so far, all dug by North Korea, aiming straight towards Seoul. The plan was to send thousands of troops through those tunnels in a surprise attack. North Korea denied everything, but the tunnels remain here, sealed off, and a reminder of war in the past, and a sobering fact that war is never off the table.
They had to go inside the bunker and they stayed 10 days.
Got your famous
soybean ice
chocolate
cream.
soybean ice
Yes.
cream. Alright, let's go find a spot.
Recording.
Have a
let's
taste.
Taste it.
Taste test.
Okay.
Soy as well, so I can have this.
Oh, yum.
Vegan friendly. That's really good.
Just cold.
That's really good. Just cold. Right.
So happy Caleb can have the ice cream with me.
Yeah, finally I can eat ice cream. This is like
Yes.
the
I love
first
ice
time
cream.
that I've been able to eat ice cream in months.
Yes.
That's awesome. So we're
Yum.
actually currently in the reunification village, and it's really peaceful here, quiet. So apparently the people that live here were subsidized by the government, and they were given free land until 1990, and they were able to build
Tax free.
for free
Yeah.
and tax-free. So that kind of incentivized people to move to the reunification village inside the DMZ. It's really,
Yeah.
really cool.
And it's ex-military too. Some people are ex-military.
Yeah.
they say.
So some final reflections before we leave the unification village. The DMZ is super strange, I feel like. It's one of the most dangerous borders in the world, and it's heavily militarized, but it's also super quiet and peaceful. There's a lot of nature.
Yeah.
They also speak about that a lot, especially with the farmlands and then things like the endangered Amur leopard, you know, that are apparently around here a lot. Yeah, so it's strange. It feels like it's kind of in a limbo stage, both sides waiting for answers,
Yeah.
both sides not receiving any resolution for years, and yeah, it's just a really strange place.
It was a nice experience though, like to you wouldn't say it's a dangerous border. It
Yeah.
seems like very peaceful.
Peaceful and quiet,
Ironically,
yeah.
Yes.
So it's been a good adventure out here. We're gonna make our way back to the bus before they leave us,
Yes.
and we're gonna finish our ice cream.
Yeah. Almost done. It was delicious.
Right.
Until next time. Bye.
Bye bye.